I just did a little bit of floor scrubbing. These two areas right here, the table against the wall, these two areas right here were actually, and right here, were the worst for the adhesive. This area had some spills on it as well, but there was adhesive. Also, back here, there was some adhesive. I tried to get them off, figured why put the table and chairs back with new felt if the floor was still sticky from the previous adhesive being there. I'm going to get back out to the other later. It's still fairly early in the morning and I've got to make a few runs before I can do anything, and got to take care of the dogs and all that. Clean the kitchen, although that's going to be fun since a lot of what was on the table is now on the counter and making a mess of the sink area. But I'll get back out to that when the shade hits this afternoon, and we'll go from there. I don't have any newspaper, so I thought I'd use a shopping bag just to prevent any dripping of the adhesive. Anybody ever wonder why a paint can opener has a bottle opener on the other end? I mean, it's great for leverage, but okay, I've cut a few pieces. I thought I'd start with the legs of the table here. See how this goes. The can says ready in 20 minutes. While I'm waiting for that 20 minutes, I'm going to do at least one, if not both of these chairs, so that I have somewhere to set the others when I'm done. Just discovered that the front legs are a little bigger than the back legs on these chairs. Have to compensate a little bit. I had to cut some more felt. Cass said to make sure I put this contact cement, this weldwood, on both surfaces. I'm not putting quite as much on the felt as I am on the wood, simply because it's more difficult and I don't want to get it on my fingers. I just remembered I need to get the hex keys to tighten these. I'm going to go look at the clock and be back in about 20 minutes. While I was waiting, I thought I'd check the hex keys. I know when I took the table legs off, the nuts were not a 1/2 inch, not a 5/8, definitely a 13 millimeter. So I'm going to try my metric end here. See if I can find the right size. I was right in my guess. 4 millimeter was the size that fits. I'll get those tightened up after I get everything moved. I'm going to bring the other 4 chairs outside. They're currently inside, and continue to wait. It's about 6:35 now, and 20 minutes is 10 to 7. So back then. I started the adhesive on the table legs, and I'm impatient. So I've already started trimming the felt. I've done 2 here. Gonna work on the other 2. The way that I actually thought about this quite extensively last night. Because of the way the scissors are, I'm putting the edge here and trimming around. It's kind of backward, or at least to me, backward. That was loud. But that's doing a pretty good job for trimming the felt. There's the last table leg done. Back to waiting for the chairs. This is kind of awkward to do this, but I'm gonna try to trim, show. Not the best scissors. I did notice just now when I took the table legs in that they didn't look real great. I have them standing on end, so they need me to do some trimming on those again now that they were right straight in my face. I was able to notice that. This table and chairs, my mom actually bought them at a yard sale. I think it was a moving sale. I was driving her somewhere, and she saw it. Actually, I was driving her home from somewhere, and she saw it. If we were on our way, she wouldn't have had me stop. But she saw it, and we stopped, and she liked the price, and she had the money, and so she bought them. The table probably could do with a complete refinishing, at least the top of it, the chairs as well. But for now, I'm just gonna get the felt put back on the chairs and clean them up a bit before I put them back in. Give her something nice to come home to from her little trip this weekend. That and oh yeah, that's trying to use the scissors left-handed. No wonder they don't work. That and having a really contented dog who's basically all she's done is sleep the whole time. I'm going to keep working on these and throw up the next chairs and see if I can do some more. Looks like I've got another set of batteries that are about on their last legs. I did actually get more this morning, so when these do go, I've got more. These were the end of what I had. The last batteries didn't last very much longer after I said they were exhausted. After putting these in, I forgot to turn the camera on. I took the other chairs in. Well, actually, I tightened them and took them in. Now I've already tightened this chair. I'm tightening this one. Wow, that's the loosest one I've seen so far. Wait a minute. I think that's the right way to tighten. If it is. 3/4 of a turn. Well, almost 3/4. That one was definitely loose. That one's pretty good. All of them took maybe 1/8 of a turn. Now that I've got that done, I'm actually going to pause the camera and do a little work without it recording because it gets really hot and the batteries go real fast. But I'll get back to it and do some highlights at least of some of it. And gonna stay hydrated. Time for another 20-minute wait. I'm not very good at waiting. Well, I went in and trimmed the table legs again because I didn't do a very good job on them. Then I came out and tried doing a little bit ahead, and this one got a little bit mangled. I'll put it as one of the spare chairs. The rest are looking pretty good. I just realized I missed this part. I'm gonna finish trimming it up and then go get the other chairs set up. While I'm waiting for them, I'm going to put the legs back on the table. I think I'll take the camera in and let you watch, maybe. I got all the legs tightened on the chair, so I'm going to put the hex wrenches away and get back to gluing. Back to never using Mom's paper towels. Here I am using another one, or part of one. When I started the project, I thought I was gonna end up having to eat popsicle sticks to have the applicators for the adhesive. Then I remembered Mom has craft stuff, so I called and asked her where the craft sticks were. After she told me, she said, "What do you need them for?" And I said, "I'm putting some adhesive on." I'm going to get a rubber mallet, put that lid on, clean up, and wait. And I guess I'll go inside and we'll put the legs on the table. Craftsman, old Craftsman, the lever locks fail. Ouch. I did say I was going to do this. I'm just using a damp cloth and then I'll follow up with a dry one. Just go over the legs real quick. Just make it look good. Something on the top of the table. I know how it got there, but I'm not going to say anything. Back to the other side. I got to move it. I've got to admit, this slid real easy with that new felt on it. That's a good thing. I don't know what this blue-green is, but we're going to see if we can get it off too. And I'm doing it lazy. Nope, it's not going to come off. Well, I'm going to flip it up now and put the chairs up on top and wipe their legs. And I'll wipe the whole chairs, but start with the leg. Well, definitely over the 20-minute mark on the adhesive. The camera is actually doing an amazing job picking up anything. The sun has gone down. We'll see how I can do on this, but I'm going to do it for 5 or 10 minutes and then I'll turn this back on. Don't want to camera it over. It's still hot even though the little solar decorative globes are glowing. I'm going to actually take the stinky stuff out to the outside garbage. I think I got all these done. You can't really see them, but I'm going to walk them out, and I'm going to take them in and wash everything up, and I'll get to editing the video. Forgot my water. Just picking up the tripod, and the solar powered LED security light came on. Kind of a cool light, blind you with it. Unfortunately, the batteries in it really don't last long. Actually doesn't do bad for lighting the area, but I'm still going to call it a night. Now, nobody tell Mom. We'll leave it for a surprise. Let her pull out a chair and see how nice it slides across the floor. Thanks for watching. If you like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, or if you're feeling generous tonight, share.